Alright, this one's gonna fit all of you because this one is a pretty rock hard anomaly. So let's get straight into it once the music ends. Why am I winking? My eye is stuck. Oh, there we go. Oh, oops. Everything was literally done like last minute, by the way. Q, that thing I was talking about earlier, this is it. This is the thing I was supposed to be working on earlier, instead of distracting myself. I hate it. My volume is messed up, and now I gotta mess with it just to fix it. It's so annoying. He joined a voice call when he knew he had to work. Yeah, that probably wasn't the smartest thing to do. I got like almost nothing done. The only thing I did get done is I did find some outfits that I liked for the for my Christmas model, and one of them is 80 bucks. So I'm contemplating stuff right now. That model will still probably happen, but I'm gonna wait until I get paid again. We have 85 subscribers. If you are not in the Discord server, if you're not in the Discord server, you won't know this, but there is a very special model. 80 bucks is 80 bucks, Salem. There is a very special model outfit. I'm trying to wink. A very special model outfit that if I reach 100 subs in December, anytime in December, even if it's the last day, then well, I'll probably max it to make it so Christmas is the last day. But regardless, in December, if I make it to 100 subs before the end, then I will get this outfit and I will go live with it. I will do live streams with it. And people agreed to it, mostly Q, because he made like most of the reactions. I don't think the model is kid friendly. Well, that's too bad. This channel is not for kids. This is not a child account. This is not for kids. This was never meant for kids. I'm a VTuber. No, yeah. I don't even know what you're saying nah to, so I just said yaha. I'm for kids. I'm 5. I thought you said you were 4. You're just lying now, aren't you, Q? Okay, I'm just gonna wait a bit just to see who we get in here before 7. Let's see who we can get in here before we start this little short lecture, because believe it or not, I actually made a slideshow presentation for this specific RPC. Birthday dummy, so I'm 5 now. You turned 5 on Wednesday. If that was the case, then you turned 5 on Wednesday. Uh-huh. Alright, we got Shaman, we got Q, and why do I feel like that's the only two people that are gonna show up? You has begun. Q-ness. Yesterday after I ended the stream I went straight to bed. Okay, ignore that. If you heard that, ignore it. Yesterday I ended stream because I was really tired and I just could not focus. I ended up falling asleep right after I ended stream. VTuber and X-tuber. I can do it. I believe I can. I believe I can do it. I did it. Hooray. Okay. X-tuber. What is an X-tuber? Huh, Shaman? Okay, I feel like you guys are the only ones that are gonna show because I've been on for about 10 minutes now and nobody else has bothered to show, at the moment at least. I wonder who is going to show up late. It could be other people. We'll see who misses the lecture. It shouldn't be boring. If it is boring, let me know and I'll start throwing fish at you. It won't be boring anymore. I thought he was a YouTuber. I'm more of a Y-tuber, as in why the fuck is this happening? I always forget that the term VTuber is short for virtual YouTuber. A GTuber. Take the T out, you just be a goober. You're in a person who shows non-kid friendly things, extreme level. Only by people. Fair enough. No. No, but I can tell Q wants me to be an X-tuber. Spelled like this, smelly. I don't care how it's spelled. I don't care. No. Okay. That's an X-tuber. What do you mean? You know what? I care you broke your elbow. Alright, you know what? We're gonna get into it because time is going out, and we're gonna reach the 20-minute mark, and we haven't started anything, so let's get into it. Give me a sec. I'm gonna do things real quick. I made a Google slide for it because I'm a fucking nerd. And I'm thanks to my brother, I was able to do this within under half an hour. Actually, what am I saying? Within half an hour. Or a little more, but still. In about half an hour, I would say. I don't know. A golem named Raul. Oh, let's. Can I change that to? Can I change to that? No, I don't think I can. Never mind. It's not a product. What are you talking about? It's not a product. I mean, well, actually, I guess should I take that back, because what I'm about to talk about, well, you'll see what I'm talking about right now in a moment. Let me just get this going. I have it set. Okay, gotta set it over here now. Nah. Okay. Raul Mendes. Let's see. Stop hitting me. Stop it. Okay, let's see. Oh, never mind. I still have to do it anyways. Okay, let's see. Display capture. No, it's a window capture. Right? I think. Okay, it worked. Mr. Golem. Okay then.
Okay, this is epic.
Alright, let's get into it, because time's money. Even though I'm not making money, but still. Do an hour and a half to finish up 4 slides only. Yeah, because it's not a lot. It wasn't a lot to do. That's the only reason why. I didn't say an hour and a half. What are you talking about? I said half an hour. It took me half an hour to do the slides, and the rest of what I was doing was me getting other stuff ready, and then like getting the stream ready and stuff like that. It takes me a while to get stuff ready. If it wasn't for the slides, I probably would have had more like half an hour of time left, or I mean, half an hour of time more than I had now. Very well then. Well, regardless, here we are. This is RPC-433. RPC stands for Research Protection and Containment, but it also stands for Registered Phenomena Code. And we have RPC-443, which is codenamed a golem named Raul. Apparently Raul is, well, if you ask me, this entire idea is based off of an iron golem, because it might as well be. RPC authority mixed with the, I don't know how to pronounce it, okay? I think it's Eiling, I think. If I'm correct, it's Eisling or Eiling. I'm not entirely sure. But right now we're dealing with a beta orange level anomaly, which is basically Euclid. It's somewhat unpredictable in containment, but it does pose a threat, like bodily harm, which is why we have an aggression hazard. There are multiple of these, so it is grouped hazard, it is sentient, and it can be explosive. So yeah, it can be an explosive thing. Let's see what we got. Okay, when it comes to containment, we don't have a specific containment chamber for it. We simply just have, what? A golem named Raul Castro. Raul, I don't even know who either of those two are, okay? When it comes to containment, we don't have it in containment, technically. We have it in our possession, but I guess you can say it's quote-unquote contained. We have it kept in an RPC authority camp called Camp Crannock. I don't know how you pronounce it, okay? I'm just going to say Crannock. Crocodile, whatever. We have one instance of RPC-433 that is kept in Camp Crannock for security against raiders and wild animals. Wait, wait, what? Well, what's up, Q? You have a question already? How about you raise your hand, mister? You don't know who Raul Mendez and Raul Castro is? No, I don't. If I do, then I just don't remember their names. Chances are I probably do, I just don't know the names. Go ahead, Q. Enlighten me as to who they are. Mostly because I don't feel like leaving the slide just so I can look it up. There's the half brother of it. Oh! Okay. Well, in my mind I was thinking Castro is the same name as Fidel Castro. And I knew his brother took over, but I forgot what his name was. I knew his brother took over, but I forgot his name was Raul. So I guess I did know him, I just forgot his name was Raul. Who's Mendez then? Have you played Black Ops 2? No, I have not. I think you already know this answer if I don't know who either of those two people are. Meanwhile, I'm going to drink water while you continue to educate me. He's the main antagonist of Black Ops 2. Oh, okay, that makes sense. In that case, I mean, that makes sense as to why you asked me that. All right then. Well, I have been educated. So now I know who Raul Castro is. Or at least I knew that name sounded somewhat familiar, but I wasn't 100% sure. Again, I knew about his brother, but I forgot his first name. And then yell Mendez, and they yell Mendez a lot. Well, now I know who both of them are. I know who Raul Castro is, and I know who Raul Mendez is. So now we know. Well, now I know, I should say. Hooray. We learn something new every day. Speaking of learning, okay. We have one RPC-433 instance in Camp Crannock for security against raiders and wild animals. Instances of RPC-433 have been known to attack individuals even when unprovoked. So if it does not loyal to you, and you approach it, chances are it could attempt to attack you through any means possible. They're usually made of stone and metal and other minerals, so you probably won't survive if you try to fight one. Golem and Raul Castro have been known to attack individuals. There you go. Now we have to mention they're often used for, as I mentioned before, they're often used for defense and security purposes. We obtained RPC-433 and the first one from a group of dwarves, and I don't mean like short people. I'm talking about like the race, as in like dwarves. Like, we have actually met dwarves, and they sold it. They sold Raul to us, or we named him Raul, but whatever. I don't know why they named him Raul. Don't ask me that much. That's just a personal name kind of thing, I guess. They want to humanize her or whatever. But they often, these different merchants, dwarven merchants, will often travel with at least one RPC-433 instance, usually for, as I mentioned, defense purposes, just to, to protect them from people who try to rob them or whatever. If you are being attacked by an RPC-433 instance, it can be destroyed using blunt force trauma and often to the back. Why did they sell Rome? It's the Golem. I don't know. They didn't name it Raul. The dwarves didn't name it Raul. Our agents did. I don't know why they named it that. That's just a name they came up with, I must say. It's probably somewhere in the deeper files, but I didn't go all the way in there. I just went to the main gist of the anomaly, what it does, its background, and other stuff like that. You can damage it. You can hit it from the back. I'm going to rephrase myself. You can hit it with a sledgehammer on its back. That will damage it, and often that will destroy it. Hey, Dwell, how's it going? With a sledgehammer, but unfortunately... this can cause bodily harm, which usually through combustion, because if you were to destroy it by hitting the back of the golem, it destroys what's called the quote-unquote magic box, and it will cause it to explode, sending debris everywhere. This means rock, metal, minerals, whatever it's made of will go flying, and it can potentially hit you and harm you, and if possible, terminate you. Yeah. This is Raul right here. The picture on the right, we have good old Raul. This is an actual image of Raul. It's a drawing, but still, it's Raul. This is Raul right here. Meet Raul, whatever. Good on you. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Joel. What does it look like? It looks like this. Now, as for the face, you can make it whatever you want. RPC-433 instances are large humanoid creatures. These are often made of stone, metal, and often various minerals. My bad. These instances can be bartered for using gold as currency. So when you said earlier, product, that's why I was like, well, you're half right, because these are technically products from these dwarven civilians. So I guess it's a product in a way. It's like security kind of thing, I guess you can say, if you want to put it that way. But yeah, so we bought Raul from this dwarven merchants for some gold. Pretty old currency, but it worked. We have Raul now. He protects camp often. Okay. Now, when you're given these golems, when you're given an RPC-433 instance, they don't have a face typically. They don't have a face. Usually they're either painted, drawn, or sculpted facial features. So like an eyes and mouth is pretty common. These are not necessary. They're usually just cosmetic and signatures from their owners. So if you were to buy one, you can literally put whatever face you want on them. You can make whatever face, honestly. Like here's this one. They put Raul and they gave him for some reason they gave him a default Lego man face. But yeah. So there you go. He seems too happy. Seems to be happy about you purchasing him from those dwarf citizens for gold. Oh jeez. If you want to look at Raul again, just let me know. Okay. What does it do? These instances of RPC-433 can be given instructions. So yes, you can ask them to do stuff. From my understanding of reading this article, you can ask them to do stuff for you. But you have to give them instructions, so obviously. And they will attempt to follow these instructions at the best of their abilities. Now, because due to how they are, looking back at Raul here, due to how they're built and how they look and how their body is shaped, they will do the best they can with whatever they have, with whatever instructions they're given. So like if you ask them to retrieve something like logs, for example, just an example, logs, just retrieve logs, then they'll try their best to bring them. Maybe, and the best part is if they do get stuck, it's not like they'll give up, because the second point we have here is RPC-433 instances show intelligence in problem-solving abilities. So if they can't pick up logs with their arms, they'll more than likely pick it up however they can try. Like if their hands are just like hooks or whatever, they'll try to probably like, instead of trying to pick them up like with hands, use the hooks to like slash at them to pick them up. I don't know. Can I ask Raul the Golem to hit the gritty? Okay, that's an interesting question. I mean, let's look at the body structure here. Looking at this, he has the same, I guess you can say, joints, or the same body movements possible for hitting the gritty. I can't believe this is a point of conversation, but it's a question. I'll answer it. I think it's possible. Now with his left arm, it might be a little more tough, but again, problem solving is through the roof, so he'll have it down. This golem will probably get the gritty down pretty good, not gonna lie. Just look at him. He's got the gritty down. He can do it. I believe in Raul. He can hit the gritty. So that's a yes. He can hit the gritty. To work my shitty 9 to 5. Okay, that depends on the 9 to 5. If it's like, it depends on the 9 to 5. If it's something, I mean, then again, problem solving skills are pretty high, but they're not infinite. So if it does get stumped to a point where it just cannot do anything, it'll do the best it can. But it will definitely try to fulfill its duties as best of its abilities. Although it may not be perfect, it will try its best. There is an attempt. I believe in Raul the Golem. Raul Mendes the Golem. So it's possible to even use these things as like, in a military sense, for example. You can send a whole ass army of these things to retrieve like persons of interest from like an enemy base or something. They don't get harmed by bullets. They only get harmed by like sledgehammers to their backs. And I'm assuming bullets to the back would work too, but usually, I mean, who's gonna think about that? I think it will give you a good kissing. I mean, it's not created with facial features, so I don't know if it could. But I guess if you give it facial features, and then, I mean, the idea is it'll do what it can do with what it's given or what it has. So if you give it facial features, I guess maybe yes. I don't know. That's kind of a strange question. Why the fuck am I answering that? You cannot kiss the statue. No, you're not. I don't think you should be kissing a giant stone creature. Didn't we just have the situation last weekend where we were hunted down by SCP-173, the female? Can Raul is the Golem find my dad? They're anomalous beings, so he probably can. Like, if you have a father figure that is not around but is still, like, on Earth, if you know what I mean, I'm sure you can have Raul, look for him. I'm sure you can retrieve him. Now, be specific up to Raul. You want him back live. Now, also be aware their goal is to fulfill their duties as best of their abilities. So if somebody is by any chance expired, I'm using big different terms here, expired, and they are not above the ground, there's a chance Raul here could commit, I think it's a felony, and commit and just start grave robbing. So yeah, can go and be my dad. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys have like daddy issues or something? Last two pictures. Oh my gosh! I just realized the last two of us both Q. Q, are you okay? Do you need to see a psych therapist? That's fine because I am the therapist. Do you want to talk later? We can talk. Wink, wink. Anyways, let me continue. But if you're really curious about the answer, if you ask it to be your dad, I think it's possible it can try something. I don't think it'll be very successful, but I think it would try. The best part of these is, I think this is where it comes into, is RPC-433 into a gender bender machine. Now that is not possible because RPC-433 instances do not have any sexual orientations or organs or anything like that, so they can't change. So there's no way to change their gender for whatever reason. Don't know why you would want to do that, but there's no way to do that because they don't have it. They can't be male or female. So yeah, Ken Rillman is the Golem. Be a therapist. Be my therapist. What's wrong with me being your therapist? What's wrong with that? What, you don't want me to be your therapist? I can talk to you. We can talk. Anyways, but if you really want to know, as I'm about to mention, they can communicate despite limited capabilities. It's unknown how they perceive their surrounding environment and how they make sound for communication. They cannot talk, but they can make noises, and these noises, you suck, and these noises can only be understood by other RPC-433 instances. So if it was to try communicating with you, you probably wouldn't be able to understand it. So even if it was succeeding at being a therapist, you probably wouldn't be able to understand what it's saying. Do they have lust? Like, can they perform? No, they cannot. I just mentioned that they don't have organs. So they, aside from appendages, they don't have organs. So they cannot do anything like that. Their main mission is to follow instructions given to them, if at the best of their abilities. Raul understands me. Oh jeez. Oh man. And just for some context, for RPC-433 was chosen by you guys, so this is going well. The other anomaly in question was SCP-4 something something something. It was basically a kangaroo sign in Australia, and you can get jumped by kangaroos. But we'll go through that next in the next lecture. That'll be an SCP lecture, so we'll go over that next time. I won't go any further into detail with that one. RPC-433 instance. Let's see. A special quote-unquote magic box is installed into the backs of each instance. This is what controls and powers each instance. So basically, what it's basically saying, these golems have no ability to move or live unless that magic box is installed within them. It's usually their backs that have it. It's always their backs that have it, I should say. You are asking the greatest questions. You truly are asking some interesting questions. That is, can Raul go beat up? That's a good question. You see, that's an excellent question. Yes, he can, because Raul the Golem and the Golems in general, RPC-433 instances, their main tasks. That's all right, Dirk. You're late to the lecture. We're already almost over with the lecture, but I can go over it real quickly. I can just give you a summary. I can give you a quick summary of it, or maybe somebody else can if they want. But I'll probably give you a quick summary anyways, because that probably won't be the best explanation. But anyways, real quick to answer your question, Q. Yes, Raul can beat up kangaroos because their main top task is defense and security. So if you have a golem, and his name is Raul Mendez, I guess RPC-433 will defend you against a kangaroo if it tries to attack you, or it. So yeah. And more than likely, it won't just harm it, it will probably try to neutralize it too. So just keep in mind. Could Raul give us this? Raul is not here with me right now. Raul is in a different part of the world. This is what controls and powers each instance. Yes, okay, I already went over that. And that is all of the slides I have done. As Shaman mentioned earlier, you ignored my comment. Wait, what'd you say? Oh, okay. I only know SCP. Okay, just I'm going to give you a quick little summary of what it is. RPC Authority, and I'm talking about both in-universe and out-universe. The RPC Authority is an alternative website to the SCP Foundation. It was created in 2018. It was created years ago in the late 2010s. It was basically a child website to the parent website, SCP Foundation. It was created as a separate wiki in a separate universe, and they also do the same thing. They have anomalies, containment, all that different stuff. They're a secret organization, but they just have different lingo, different language and stuff like that. So it's the same thing. It's just different wording and different names and different anomalies. You have to go. All right, Joel, have a good one. I meant to. What? You said that you're sad, but you can't. What the fuck? I didn't ignore your comment. I answered it. I said no, it doesn't have organs, so it cannot. Can roommates use Excel spreadsheet? Okay, let's go back to Raul's picture real quick. He has fingers on his right arm, so the answer is probably yes. And he's pretty smart, so I would assume yeah. He probably can understand how to work Excel spreadsheet. Salem, does stream end when the lecture is over? Not necessarily. We can stay around for a little longer. I'm actually gonna I've already went over all the slides here. If you guys would like, we can go over another RPC. I don't have a slideshow for it, but we can go over another RPC that I already know about by heart. It's your choice, though. So you can. Okay, Shaman, you're getting into some interesting territory here. We might have to report you to the ethics community and we're gonna send you in for therapy, okay? I probably should have mentioned that everybody here needs to keep the anomaly zip. Give him his full title once more. Raul Mendez the Golem. Wow. Oh, jeez. Will Raul Mendez the Golem be a therapist? He can be a therapist, but again, like I mentioned before, give me a moment. Shit. Give me a second. I have to answer this. Give me... No, in particular, shaman's therapist. I mean, I don't think we should allow him to stay alone with him. Then how do you contain an SCP? It depends. It depends on the SCP. It depends which SCP do you want to know. I don't know all the SCPs, so don't expect an immediate answer for just any of them. I only know a good amount of them. I only know a small handful. I want a different therapist. I want a golem that does... Okay, let's get off the topic of potentially harassing this poor golem. Bro, at site 40... what? 049 just escaped. Is relevant as the golem is qualified enough. Alright, carry on the intercom. I don't think that's 049 then. That's probably like 049Z or something. I don't know. Oh, give me a moment. I have to, because I just got a message and it's important. Crap. Why did this have to happen now? Can you... Okay. Alright, that's cleared up for now. I have to answer again right now in a moment, but just give me a second. Okay, just ignore 049 until security gets here. Basically, just as long as he's not hurting anybody. Lock him in the room with the intercom, it'll be fine. You can join too. We can do a threesome. What in the world is happening? Leave Raul Mendez to Golem alone. He doesn't need your sexual harassment. Oh jeez, I love this lecture room. We have this man who's trying to sexually harass the golem, the anomaly. We have Q who's asking the real questions here, as many questions as he can, and then we have Dr. Dark who probably walked into the wrong lecture. He just poor people, bro. It's okay as long as it's not people we care about. Okay. Anyways, so do we want to hear about another RPC or are we good there? Okay. And I think I'm about to clear up the situation. And I think that's it. That's it. Oh, crap. Of course. Okay, no, it's all good. Never mind. We're all good and dandy. We're all... we chill. It's a new species to form. No. Raul is the Golem has requested therapy. Raul is the... would like another RPC. Alright, very well then. In that case, we will go on to the next RPC. If you'll give me a moment, I'm going to go and get that one ready. I will be right back. Listen to some music in the meantime. Okay, I'll give you all a choice. RPC-082, which is basically an anomaly based off of Barney, or RPC-807, which is a doctor's bag. You choose. 807 for 807 and 082 for the other one. Just keep in mind, 807 is the doctor bag. not Barney. 082 is the Barney. Is Barney. Just a clarification. In the meantime, I'll be right back. It won't take too long. I promise. Alright, I've returned. It seems like we got Barney is gonna be our main guy. Let me get his article up real quick. I just had it. I had it on watch just a bit ago because I figured y'all would pick Barney. Here he is. Interesting. Apparently RPC-096 has been removed, so that article slot is available. Good to know. I hope it stays available, because I would like to take that spot. Anyways, let me show everyone the screen. Here we are. Alright, here we go. RPC-082. I love you, you love me, we're a happy family. Okay. Now, I wouldn't say I know the whole thing by heart, but I'm aware of what RPC-082 is and what it does. Dun, 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 dun. RPC-082. Q is gone for 2 minutes. All right, we'll give him a. We'll wait for Q to come back. And he's back. It touched little kids. Okay, we're gonna get into that, okay? I'm gonna just skim this real quick as we're going through this. RPC-082. By seems, RPC-082 specimens are to be kept within a standard humanoid containment chamber at Site 037. Under no circumstances are 2 or more 0 to 8 specimens be contact with each other, so they cannot be with each other at all. Any change in behavior to be reported to the head researcher, Camden. Security must be on site at all times to keep watch of these guys, and equipped with a 160-volt electric stun rod at each containment chamber entrance at all times in the event of a containment breach. We cannot let a containment breach of these anomalies to go unnoticed. These are beta red object class. Beta being a type of Euclid, so unpredictable in their containment, but red meaning they are very hostile. They're aggression hazard, there are multiple, so grouped hazard, and they are sentient, so these are pretty dangerous. It's a fucking Teletubby? No, it's not a Teletubby. Right here, this image is an instance of 082, one of the many, taken in the 90s. This instance was on its way to attempt to attack this child here in the image. Luckily, from my knowledge, the child is okay, and the anomaly is in containment at the moment. So yeah, this article is one of the best ones on the wiki, as the reason why there are a total of 5 different translations, one in English, Polish, Chinese, Spanish, and Russian, with 92 rating, 4 stars. Anyways, so they do aggressive sexual activity. For fuck's sake, Shaman, just chill. RPC-082 are basically anomalies that mimic the appearance of the popular children's television icon Barney the Dinosaur. But none of them actually, look identical to Barney. They're kind of like the 3008-2 instances. They kind of like have a weird disformation to them. They look similar to Barney, but you can tell they were based off Barney, but they're very misshapen and deformed, like the one in the picture here. And if you want to take a quicker look, there you go. It's a much closer picture, even though it's not too much bigger, but still. All right. They were originally, presumably originated from Alabama. That's where we first found them, in Alabama. The location in specific was redacted and is not allowed for us to see, but it is from Alabama. The Teletubby. Vary in appearance and size. See, that's what I was talking about. They vary in appearance and size and are typically bootleg in design. Specimens require no form of hydration, rest, or nutrition, so basically they don't need to eat, sleep, or drink in order to live. They live just by themselves. They just live. That's it. Analysis recovering tissue samples of 082 revealed that specimens are organic and the seemingly plastic exterior is muscle tissue. So technically not plastic, it's just muscle. So everything on the outside is literally just muscle. I guess you can say they're just like demonic Barney the Dinosaurs, because we're getting into why it's dangerous. Where is it? Further analysis revealed that Shams connecting parts of specimen's skin is held together by a species of unidentified microorganisms found in the saliva. So the saliva keeps the body together, basically. Are you a Teletubby? No, I'm not a Teletubby. That's a phrase Barney, basically. We're getting, I guess, if you want to say it that way. Okay. They have shown high vulnerability to electricity. So they are immune to electricity, high voltage, as we mentioned before. So that does weaken them. Now, 082 instances are predatory and exclusively hunt adolescent humans between the age of 5 and 14. So yes, Shaman, you were correct. They show predatory behavior towards those between that age. So in other words, they're a middle-aged to elderly man in the middle of the suburbs for whatever fucking reason. I'm not a Teletubby. Whatever. Okay. Like me for real. For fuck's sake. Okay. Voltage of 200 or higher. Now that's kind of strange. Oh, okay. They can be terminated using 200 volts or higher. Oh, this stream is gonna get flagged for all the words being used. Okay. But yes, they hunt in between those ages. Specimens have... Okay. Now, I remember very distinctly having to censor myself when I announced this first on TikTok, and I want to be aware that disgusting. They do hunt down these children and for reproductive reasons. So yes, they are that disgusting. They'll begin to hunt for adults and humans after 8 p.m. 8 p.m. So at night. Specimens will return... Wait, what? Sorry, my bad. Between the hours of 7 a.m. and 8 p.m., specimens will begin to hunt for adults and humans. That's my bad. I skipped a few things. At 8 p.m. is when they're done hunting. They'll return to their quote-unquote hive, so where they all live. This is where they hibernate, which we consider this hive RPC-433-1. If a specimen specifically apprehends a target, the specimen will proceed to strangle the subject. So they are very hostile, as we've already gone over, but they hunt children and attack others that are not them. There's a hive mind. That's a long time. Yeah, it is. Sweet home of Alabama. You see? Alabama. That's where they were first found. So that's interesting. If the specimen successfully apprehends a target, the specimen will proceed to strangle a subject. Specimens have a apparent knowledge of the exact moment victims fall unconscious. So they know if you fall unconscious. If you're unconscious, they will know. If you try to fake being unconscious, they will not fall for it. They will not stop until you are not conscious anymore. What the fuck? And I said what the fuck because I read something in there in chat. Specimens have an apparent knowledge. Okay, I already read that. Upon arrival to an instance of 0-1, the victim will be restrained via a thick web-like substance originating from the of each of the specimen. You can only assume what that word is. Let's see how many letters that is. Yep. Okay. Through unknown means, victims will be impregnated with an egg. After a redacted amount of hours, a new specimen will emerge. Data expunged. The victim in process. Currently, blank 082-1 instances have been destroyed by authorities' security team Tiram. So yeah, we have many in containment as well as many destroyed. We try to keep them in check because they are barbaric creatures. Is alcohol good to feed to SCPs? It depends on the SCP. So we've learned about RPC-082. That is basically what it is. To sum it up, it's bootleg. It's an army of barbaric bootleg Barneys that hunt children and assault adults and impregnate people. So yeah. Do you think 433 and 087 can... For fuck's sake. First of all, 082. And second of all, no! As a matter of fact, there is potential to cross-test them to make it to see who would win in a fight. But we don't typically do that because we don't want to damage anomalies if we have no reason to do so. RPC-433, my bad, against RPC-082, one instance would be an interesting fight. But if we're gonna go on who would win, I would say maybe the dinosaur. If they hit the weak point, then it's maybe a tie, depending on if they can survive the combustion. But we'll see. We can only imagine. And pregnant people. Sounds like a good time. Well, we have now learned about 082. My bad. I think I'm the one that made the problem. Wait, is it impregnate humans? Yes! That's what I was saying. They obtain their victims, as in human victims, and they impregnate them with other 082 instances. So, more bootleg. So basically, they impregnate humans with bootleg Barney mockups, and they emerge from them through redacted means. The way it happens is data expunged, so I can't explain that. And now he's drunk. Well, on the bright side, he is no longer able to walk as straight. Fed? It's alcohol. It means I can get... Shaman? No. No, shaman. Yes, you can get pregnant because of these things, but they are dangerous. Do not approach them. Because being impregnated by a 082 instance will lead in your own expiration. So let's not go down that route, shall we? Shall we not? Salem, time to get cross-tested with 082. No. Wait, are you saying me? Nuh-uh. Get away. Step away. New species to learn. You would die. Oh, I didn't read that. My bad. What would happen if SCP-166? I already know where that question's going. We're not gonna cross-test SCPs and RPCs. 1, because they're in different universes, and 2, because we're not trying to kill them. That would not be a good thing. There is no running. Sorry there. Have to be patient 0. You wouldn't be patient 0 because they're... What the fuck? Why? You would technically not be patient 0 because there have been many victims already. Looking at that number, currently blank dash 1. Oh, never mind, that's the wrong thing. But still, there's been many victims of these things. Not a single person survives them. The impregnation. Give our Roman as a golem. Me too, Q. Me too. I somewhat regret mentioning the Barney. Red flavored? What does red taste like? Made of wait, what? Dynamite? What did you just say? Okay. We're gonna move on from the subject. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. It appears we have about half an hour, so we have time for another one. Again, I'm gonna leave this choice up to you guys. If no, then we'll just continue talking. For a whole ass minute. Oh, jeez. What was I gonna say? Wine? Oh, okay, that's what you mean. The red wine? I think I'm done after that. I prefer not to write humanoid articles. It does take way too fucking long. Alcoholic grape juice. Am I free now? Leave him be. Leave him be. Q. Leave him be. No. Everyone said no. I'm sorry for your actions. It's okay, Shaman. You just got carried away. We could still go over the doctor bag. Piss off, mate. Joe Strike's on his way. We can still go over the doctor bag, and I don't think there will be any way to sexualize the bag. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Do we want to hear about RPC-807? This is completely your choice on all four of you who are here. Music in the meantime, because why not? His Raul, even Raul Mendez, the Golem in it. I'm always down to hear. Sounds good. Alright, we have okay. So we have a yeah for Mango. We have a maybe for Q, and no, Raul is not in it. Oh. 087. I'm talking about 807. 807. Okay, why the fuck are we on the topic of drones? Shaman, you're fine. They can't do anything. They can't hurt you. It's okay. Everything will be a-okay. Okay. Alright, we got 3 yeses for 807, so we can now talk about 807. Give me a moment. I was actually gonna like end it there because I figured everyone was like getting carried away. I thought, okay, never mind. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. RPC 807. It is a doctor's bag found in an old house in England. Basically, it looks pretty normal to me, right? It looks normal. Okay, well, it's not. We don't have it in specific containment. When it comes to its containment, we don't have it in a specific facility contained, but we do have it in possession of somebody, a person named Dr. Ayert, or however you pronounce the name, in his office in Site 008, which is our medical site. I actually thought that was Shaman that said that. Okay. Of course it's in England. Well, it was in England when we found it. But now that we realize that this is a very helpful anomaly, which is why in object class it's alpha yellow, but also utility. So we have sent it to Site 008, which is in North America. To be British. Okay. Oh, right. I already did that. Okay. Anyways. This anomaly. So basically, if you are ill, or if you're hurt in any way or form, and you are near the bag and you open the bag yourself, inside will manifest something that will help you in whatever problem you're facing. If you have the common cold, you will receive. Just say it. I'm saying it. What are you saying? What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking to Shaman. My bad. I didn't realize. I didn't realize you're talking to Shaman. Whatever. Anyways. Huh. Okay, where was I? Yes. Let's say you have the common cold. What is happening? Let's say you have the common cold and you open the bag. You will have the cure for the common cold and you will be cured within whatever many days. If you have, for another example, a broken arm inside and you haven't been treated for it, and you open it with your other arm that is okay, then power of Bible, go. If you have a broken arm and it hasn't been treated yet, then you open the bag with your other arm. You will receive items that are used to help treat that broken arm. Everything from the antibiotics potentially needed to be used, to potentially a splint, to anything else you may need. We've ended COVID with this shit. Yes, that's basically what I'm saying here. If this bag was real, like in real life, COVID would have been over. That's what I'm saying. We would have had it. Now, keep in mind, this is not a permanent cure for certain things. It does help with a lot of stuff, but if we go down to the test logs, let's see if I can find it real quick. Give me a moment, I'm trying to find it. This is test 807-8. CSD 7933 is a female who was diagnosed with inflammatory breast cancer, and when the results of RPC remain with RPC 807-2. 807-2 is a vaccine that will show up inside of the bag. If there is no specific cure for it, that is like not chemically possible, not like impossible to be made, and there's no cure for it, a vaccine will show up inside of the bag. If you inject somebody with it, they will be cured. However, there are some problems. Sometimes it can be underlying problems like diseases, potentially obtaining another mental disorder like depression. In other cases, we have this RPC 807-2, which is the vaccine, was found in the interior and injected into 7933, and within 5 minutes CSD 7933 had been completely cured of their cancer. However, 3 days later, unfortunately, 7933 had been diagnosed with the same disease, with the same cancer again. So it was not like 100% effective. At times, is there only one 807? Yes, there is only one 807, and it exists in Site 008 in the North American region. Sometimes you're turned into mango. It can vary into different times. So, CSD 7933's case, for example, it doesn't permanently get rid of it. Other cases, it does. Sometimes you get depression. Sometimes you get, sometimes you can get arthritis from it. So it's like sometimes it's a win-win. Sometimes it's a win-lose. Sometimes it's just a lose. So you got to take your chances sometimes with it. So it technically did cure it. It did cure it, but not permanently. And we haven't attempted a re-injection, so we haven't injected the same person with it again. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. It did cure it. It's just it came back kind of thing. Unfortunately. We don't in that case we don't know if that was the cause of it or if it just happened to come back regardless. Can it cure depression? Yes, it can. It's as helpful as 807 is. Sometimes it can be a little strange. One time we had somebody with depression who opened the bag and inside, let's just say a weapon. We will not go any further into detail. We don't know exactly why that happened, but it happened. In other cases, we've tested it with other RPC anomalous diseases. I believe I have it here somewhere. I'm sure. Oh, here we go. Diagnosis RPC-510, stage 2 of the infection. Within RPC-807, another exact replica of the syringe from test 807-6 had appeared, containing the same chemical. When it was injected in the syringe and again fell unconscious for approximately 2 minutes. Yes, unconscious is possible. The subject had not gained any further symptoms from RPC-510 and fully recovered within a day. Can your space AIDS? If that's a thing, then I'm sure it can. Yes, that is dark. It very much is. It is a very dark answer. That the bag can give us a very dark answer sometimes. We've had, I can't remember if it was written in this article or not, but it was. I know because I'm the one that wrote the article, by the way, so I know the most about this more than anyone else. I don't remember if it made it into the final logs, but there was a zombie-like infection, and a blunt object to the head was, or no, was it a blunt object? I can't remember exactly what it was. Was it? I know it's in here somewhere. Was it this one? I guess not. Or maybe it was just an example. Wow. Can I cure your disease, Salem? What disease? Depression? Here you being. If it's not considered a disease, it won't try to cure it. Anyways. Example is RPC-018/V1, which the syringe appeared in 807. And they once again fell unconscious. But anyways, after test number 11, they decided the global directorate decided, which is basically the O5 council of this world, by the way. The global directorate decided, okay, let's stop the testing. This is all going to be used, and I don't know why, after all the side effects and stuff like that, I don't know why they decided this, but they decided, let's use this as in, like, let's let people use it if it will be beneficial. We have an addendum here, 807A, which is a bunch of requests. Dr. Redacted requested for the use of 807 to be able to cure his gastroenteritis. It was granted, but of course it's not always going to be allowed. Like, for example, his common cold over here was denied. Everything else, on the other hand, was either granted or denied. It depends on who's in charge of it. At this point, it's Dr. Ayert from Site 008. Any questions about RPC 807? Black to white. Oh, jeez. me see. It's done. That's done. Okay. Can it cure the Barneys? The Barneys, they don't have a specific disease per se, so they cannot cure them in any way. What was that? Mango. I wanted to see what what was the question? Let me see. I'm about to fucking enlarge this shit so I can see what the fuck you deleted. Can I? Oh, okay. Never mind. I see what he asked. Never mind. Okay. Salem, why is there only one hair sticking out of your model? Why the fuck? It's because it is. Okay. Because it is. Can I cure my ED? What? ED? ED? Tampa, Florida. Oh. Yes. In that case, yes, your ED can be cured using RPC-807 because it's considered a form of. It usually is capable of curing diseases and some disorders. However, unfortunately, I don't remember if it's in here or not. Here we go. This is it. Unfortunately, stuff you're born with, some stuff that you're born with, like Down syndrome, CSD 7981. He was born with Down syndrome. No RPC 807-1 instance were found within 807. This is the first and one of the only times that RPC 807 did not provide anything inside the bag, not even the syringe. So unfortunately, there are some disorders and some problems that people just won't be able to get rid of using 807. Alright, if we have any more questions, we will move on from the whole lecture day, because this is the last one we're going to look at for the day. Can it cure the Black Plague? That is, yes, it can. It will, if there is a specific cure for it, it will be able. That's actually, I never mentioned that one. In here, its diagnosis on CSD 8992. By the way, CSD is basically a D class. CSD 8992 was diagnosed with an unknown contagion, so basically a disease that we never have ever heard of. So we were unsure of how to cure it, so we turned to 807 to try to find a cure. We expected the syringe, but no, it actually gave us a pill. It had no name on it, it had no specific label, but it was a pill bottle, and it had pills in it, and within just a few days, it was able to cure CST 8992. So luckily, now we have the cure to whatever this disease was, but yeah, I guess there's no but, it's just, yeah, that's a good thing. We were able to cure it. But as for the Black Plague, if there is a cure, an actual cure for it, then 807 will find a cure for it, and it will be in the bag when you open it. If there isn't, then the syringe will show up. What is that? $20 for one and become one. When they become one when they leave? What? become one when they leave? Wait, what? Good thing this thing isn't a Canadian doctor's bag, because it would have told me to unlock this by now. Oh, jeez. One with Juan. Indeed. No. Juan is staying. Alright, I think we have all the questions down now. Alright. $0.01. Two of these these need to be purged when it comes to. Wait, what? Two of these I like. One of these needs to be purged when it comes to RPC. You're talking about the Barney, huh? A lot of questions, and plus I'm forbidden to say weird things now. It's okay, Shaman. You can say weird things. We all say weird things. Just don't go overboard. Just don't go overboard with the speaking. Like during the Barney one, that was overboard. That's why they took you out for a minute. All right, we're going to the room now. Lecture is over. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna go to sleep? Alright, Q. Have a good one. Sleep well. Night, Q. Sleep well. Good night. But I was right. No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about everything else you were saying after that. Quick announcements before I end the stream. The Christmas model, I have some outfits for it already. One of them is $80, so that one will oh, you mean that? Yes, I mean that. So that one, the one that's $80, will probably have to wait for my next paycheck. As for a different one, I do have others that are currently in my shopping cart, so I can get those done by December 1st, hopefully. Not only that, but I also want to get more YouTube Shorts done. I don't exactly know when or what I will do next, but I do want to do way more than what I'm doing now. Right now, it's like 1 or 2 every few weeks, and it's really annoying me. I want to do a few a week. Like at least 2 a week, or 1 a week at least, to, you know, kind of even it out a bit. Oh yeah, that's another thing. If I make it to 100, and if you weren't here, or if you're not on the server, if I make it to 100 subs, I will put on that model that's in the Discord server. And just for a reminder, Discord server is only open to those who are of age of 16 and up. I will move that age up if if anything goes on though. So yeah, the next age would be 17 and up, but right now it's 16 and up. Make that clear. What else do I have to announce? I want to do some stuff for like Christmas time, but I'm not entirely sure what. Cookie decorations. No, I can't do that kind of stuff right now. I don't have any hand cam stuff. The other one should be the option. Wait, what? In December. Wait, what? Oh. Are you joking, Dirk? I'm a genuine question. Are you joking or are you being serious? It's just a genuine question. No. Okay. Okay. I'm just asking, just to be aware, just to have awareness of what's I'm for. Fucking Q. Always Q doing that. Okay, all of you, apparently children. That's gonna be in for now, because I'm getting a little uncomfortable. Anyways, if you're new and you did enjoy, please do consider subscribing to be a part of this amazing yet interesting community that we have growing here still. If you don't, at least consider liking, commenting, and sharing to boost my content as much as possible. Enough with the grooming, please. Okay? To boost my content, like, comment, share to boost my content as much as possible. Anyways, whether you're watching the VOD or you're watching right now live, I don't know why you're still here. But whether you're watching the VOD or you're watching right now live, I hope you have a good morning, evening, afternoon, and night. Just overall, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you whenever. I'll see you.
No control over where we go, but we don't care to know. Ignorance is bliss. Your tears are gone, and they drifted back from where they came, and they will